So, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. I'm so happy that you're here.
So happy to be here.
I'm so happy you accepted the invitation to come.
Yes, thank you, Lisa.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm very excited because you are the one person so far I don't know very well, who I met on set very briefly, but I can tell that for me, your energy, your beautiful glow, your eyes, everything about you is just so mesmerizing. I want to pay attention to you. I know we talked a little bit about the chakras and what they mean, and I'm always in black. Then it hits me, and it hit me that I had blue on. I just can't wait to listen to everything that you say. And I really do hope that I communicate so well because I want to honor your presence here today with me. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're
That is
so welcome. Tell me a little bit about you. Are you from California? When have you started acting? What made you? Is this something you always loved? How did you get to where you are right here today?
And this is Beauty Lounge?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, born and raised here in San Diego. More south, so I'm from Chula Vista area.
Nice.
And then over the years, kind of slowly just trickled my way up north a little bit more. I joined a junior theater, I want to say maybe 8. And I did a very short, not to be taken seriously play. We were all kids. We had our scripts with us. Except for this one kid. You could tell this was what he wanted to do. He knew every word. He knew where he was supposed to be. He took it very seriously.
Yes.
I was like, okay, this kid is up to something. This kid.
He's got something.
Yes. We were doing an exercise one day, and we were just playing around and having fun. I realized after I left, that people do stuff like this for a living.
Yes.
And was immediately intrigued. Still in elementary school.
Right.
So when I get to middle school, I'm going to do theater. And they didn't have theater. So I said, okay, high school, I'm going to do theater. And then freshman year came and I had to finish up my languages. And then sophomore year came and I just dove straight into theater, finished my high school that way. Fell in love with it, really considered going to conservatories up in LA. A year after I graduated, I started taking classes at AWS.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. That was one of my questions. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was at AWS maybe
Some years ago?
Yeah, I was there, I think, July of 2018 to January of 2020.
Wow.
And then I had switched over to rehearsal room. And then that was right when COVID happened.
Yes.
So we went on to Zoom, did that for about a year and a half, and then went back in person, and then was there for a really long time.
Right.
Took a break. Working on projects now.
Yeah.
Like Infernal.
I
actually met Darian through Mesa Community College. Liz and I actually work there. Now at the theater. Liz Banson. Philippa.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
She's so cool, that girl. Oh my gosh.
She is a hoot and half and how. Yeah, so I met Darian through Mesa Community College, and I was the newbie. So it was Darian, Liz, a couple of their other friends, Leo, Luna, and they were all sitting together, and I was a new person at the theater, and so they kind of invited me in, and Darian and I ended up doing a scene for our acting class. And didn't know him at all. You know, he seemed like a super sweet, a little introverted guy, a little on the shy side. Once we were around people that, you know, we were comfortable with and our friends and everything, you just see a whole different side to him. First time we did a scene together, I absolutely fell in love with him. He's such a sweetheart.
He is a sweetheart.
Oh my gosh. And then I knew he was talented.
Yes.
He did The Tempest. He played Ferdinand. Yeah.
How many projects have you done with Darian?
We did The Tempest, and then I believe that was his last semester.
Right.
So he had left. Yeah, and then he asked me to join Infernal. And this is our one big baby. Yeah, and then he's how I met Adrian and Brandon as well through filming.
Right. I was only there for a couple of days, opposed to you guys. I think you were maybe 6 months or so filming.
Yeah, I believe we started in
maybe more.
April?
This year.
I know that they had the script in the works since last year.
Right.
But yeah, I think they held auditions and everything in around March, April, and then we started filming.
I want to say thank you also sharing your generosity with me in that one scene that we had.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you were incredible. in the scene, because you have to be in the scene.
Yes.
But I was watching you at the same time, and I was like, look at this freaking girl go. This is amazing. And you make it easy for me. A lot of death in that film, I will say. I can say that, I believe. But yeah, great film. I hope you guys watch it. Infernal! Yay! Yay! Woo-hoo!
Spring 2026.
That's it. Yay!
Oh my gosh.
So how many projects have you actually done for yourself outside of Adrian? Are you doing anything right now?
Yes, currently I am working on a film called Affinity, who is directed by Paisley Bird, Separate Perspective Films. I met Paisley through Rehearsal Room, and we never really talked that much. We were always kind of in separate spots, you know, like people kind of get into their groups and everything, and in that place specifically. But yeah, her and I never really were that close, but then I saw her post an audition notice on Instagram for her film, and it was a dark cyberpunk comedy.
Oh,
like,
how fun.
This sounds rad.
Yes.
Love dark comedy.
Yes.
So I auditioned for it, read for 2 parts. I got one of the parts, and we just moved forward from there. We did a small, like very small table read rehearsal. We've been filming for a few months, probably longer than a few months, and we had to put a couple things on hold. But I think this upcoming weekend, actually, we're filming some stuff, and then we should be finished by January. Yeah, and that's what's beautiful, is we all have our own processes and systems and the way we work. And
so this has been your life. So you've learned a lot. Is there a character you've just absolutely loved, wouldn't be good at it? I'd like to know what that character might be. Some of the actors you watch, who have you learned from in everyday life?
Feels a little tricky to answer, only because I'm still figuring out what my strengths are and what my weaknesses are.
What would you say they are so far? Because we're going to all evolve. Even at my age, there's still, so that's going to be a forever thing, which keeps life very interesting.
Yeah.
But to date.
With weaknesses, I think I definitely still get very self-conscious, which I think is something that's kind of just always going to happen. Because with every new character you play, there's always, even if you're playing yourself, there's still all of these things that you have to adapt to and get used to. And so I think just always being aware of myself could be a weakness, but it also is a strength. And that when you are playing characters, you know, you're taking bits and pieces of yourself and kind of putting them into another person's shoes and kind of meshing both of them.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Just to completely throw you off, because that's what I do with all my interruptions, you know?
Go for it.
So how do you, from what I had seen at the rehearsal room, right? Because I'm always watching to learn.
Yeah.
I'm always watching to pick up, you know? And what I picked up with you was you must have been filming or something, because you would arrive much later.
Yes.
Right? So that left you with absolutely no room to go over the scene with your partner. No room. You came in, the lights are dark, you obviously can't read and when it's dark or anything like that, you know? And so, okay, Sarah, let's go. Okay. How do you quickly, the process, if there is a process, and maybe it's just the experience that you have with everything that you do know, because you have a lot of strength. You have a lot of strength. And I would imagine that one of them is really taking a scene, maybe glancing at it, and just immediately going into this cold read with like these beats and I mean, everything that's about the scene, I would imagine, I says, oh no, she did that before. There's just no way she knew to take that beat. How do you do that without being surprised or cold? Even though it's cold reading, you are so warmed up with it. And I'm like, this is fucking girl is just amazing to watch, man. You know? So I've just learned when you go up, I just kind of sit back and I'm like, okay, Just enjoy, Lisa.
That's how I feel when I watch you.
Oh.
That's another, we can come back to that.
No, we don't have to, but I just want to say thank you for that.
Okay, maybe after.
Yeah.
I think being back at the rehearsal room after taking like a 2, almost 3-year hiatus, I would come in here and there. But I think back onto things that I've learned in Carrie's class before and realizing that even though we do have exercises that we're focusing on for that specific class, and these are goals that we're trying to reach, but just remembering that this is classes for play, you know?
Yes.
And something as so simple as making one character choice can change the way a scene works. And so I think, getting there late on top of the pressure that is kind of building up from getting there late and being like, okay, I have to be ready. And, who knows how long.
Right.
Could be next, could be the 10th scene from now, could be any point in time. There are no wrong choices because if you're playing a part, then you have the ability and the freedom to choose whatever you want.
Right.
And you never really know until you get up there and actually do it, where you think that was probably the wrong choice.
Right.
But at least you did it, and at least you tried it.
Right.
So the last class that I went to, we did those 3 rounds of improv.
Yes.
So we had a scene, we created a character.
Right.
And then we did 3 rounds of improv as our character, but with other characters from different scenes.
Yes.
That one I felt was the most pressured because I'm going to have to do improv, which is already very scary.
Right.
A weird enjoyment.
Sure, of course, yeah.
But yeah, just thinking, okay, I don't have much time. I need to just make a choice.
Exactly.
Make a choice. Make it distinctive enough that it separates you from yourself and other people, but also, accurately represents the scene that you're in.
Right.
So it's kind of a lot of little things. Just once you make that first choice and then you feel that freedom, it's kind of you just kind of go with it, just see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, you don't stress about it too much.
Exactly, yeah. And Carrie had mentioned the other day too, and of course I'm sure we all think about it, but just finding the comfort. You have to be comfortable. And when I see you up there, you just, whatever you may or may not be going through, I just see you as like, yeah, I got this. Okay, let's go. And you just do your thing. And I'm like, wow, she's just amazing. Just so good to watch, man. I want to know who your favorite actor is.
Being in this industry, we get asked this
all the time. Yeah.
And I still have never had a solid answer.
That's good, I think. Yes.
Yeah, it keeps it open.
How can you answer that, actually?
How? Because there's so many. It's like your favorite movie. It's like, okay, well, are we... I had this discussion with a friend the other day, but films, like, how do you pick a favorite? Is it based off of relatability? Is it off of nostalgia?
Yeah.
Is it repeatability? What is it exactly that makes it your favorite?
Right.
And so thinking about that with actors, like when I think of comedy, for example, I think of like Gene Wilder, Jerry Lewis, Steve Martin, some of those like classic slapstick comedy. I think of more modern people today, like Andrew Scott, I think is very versatile. Toni Collette.
Amazing.
So many people.
Oof.
So many people. Once I saw her in Hereditary, it's people who take things to the next level that make me draw in. So Toni Collette, Florence Pugh, I think is really great.
Yes, yeah.
For just doing it.
Yeah. Did you see Toni Collette in that one movie? Is it The Sixth Sense?
Yes.
Yes. She was, I think that's where I first saw her.
Yeah. And
I fell in love when she's like, look at me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
I haven't seen that movie in a very long time, but I've seen her face with all the movies she's done recently. And so I saw a clip of it on Instagram the other day and I said, what?
Yeah.
That was her?
Yes, right?
I totally bugged out.
Yeah, I love it.
It threw me for a whirlwind.
Yeah. Okay, so hard to name a favorite actor because there are many.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. What film, or maybe films, but what film would you say that you've actually watched the most?
I'm going to say West Side Story.
Cute.
When I was younger, I wouldn't say sporadic.
Right.
But I was a very theatrical kid.
I love it.
In the sense that my mom was a big fan of musicals. And so she put me onto films musicals, soundtracks.
Sweet.
And so West Side Story was one of them. And I remember there are definitely recordings of me at my grandmother's with the movie playing in the background and me trying to follow along with the steps. It's just a feel-good movie, and I think the more that I listen to it, the more different songs hit a little bit harder and resonate a little bit more, and getting older and truly understanding what these things mean and what that means compared to this.
Right.
So I feel like probably that one.
Yeah. So that was a film. I'm sure it was on Broadway.
So I have done some theater. Did one of my old acting coaches at AWS, Yolanda Franklin, she reached out to me when she was working at Common Ground Theater. They were doing a play called Little Rock. And then I did In the Heat of the Night at the Cat.
Nice.
With Yolanda as well.
Right.
They were both really
That's where
great.
I first took here in California at the Cat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When was this?
Maybe it was 2023, in the beginning of 2023. They closed during the summer, and that's when I got the bug, AWS. Then I went to another one. That didn't work out. I loved it. And then I found the rehearsal room. But Cat. So I have to be very mindful of them because, they made me fall in love. Rodrigo. I keep calling him Rodrigo. I think his name is Lorenzo. Forgive me if you're ever watching this.
I did those, and I've also done a couple of plays at Mesa College.
Right.
So, Darian and I were in The Tempest. We did a show called Defying Gravity, which was about the 1986 Challenger shuttle that had exploded.
Right.
And so I played the daughter of Krista McAuliffe, who was the, I believe, only American teacher who had gone up out of 6 people maybe that went up there. So I did that. Cool. We do like new play festivals and little stuff, like little scenes, but I love the stage. If it was a perfect world, I would equally balance between the two. Yeah. Because they're just so different and so fulfilling in so many ways.
Right. As you talk about the younger actors, or even like old directors, or when Carrie speaks, I mean, he's the treasure box of every info. God bless him. He lives it. He's lived it. I'm just so. Yeah, you ever heard of that, Lisa? And I feel so, I try not to even look at him. And
Well, the thing with that is like, you get to showcase time, and you read all these scripts, and he's like, okay, who's read it? You don't put your hand up, and he's like, oh. I'm so disappointed. But then when you get to showcase, you're like, if you've seen the movie, forget it. Act like you never watched it. Don't watch the film.
That's funny.
So what do you want?
Right. Yeah. I had to say, that was funny because this is my first time doing it, And so he's like, okay, read the screenplay but don't watch the movie.
Yeah.
But did you see that one? I want you to watch that film. I'm like, okay. Got it.
I'm going to need some one-on-one coaching to help me better understand what it is you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, right.
A friend of his wrote a play and called Otherkin. It's very interesting. The magical realism in that was insane. I drove up to LA recently just on my own, went to go see a play, and then just wandered around LA for a while. Yeah. So there's just something so magical about just being there. The influence is very intimidating, but
it is. It's awesome. And if you loved that electricity that you got, I hope that when you do make your trip to New York, that you let me know.
I will.
There are so many songs that I'll listen to, and they're so inspiring because it reminds me of just walking in New York. It is magic to me. And born and raised in the Bronx. Everybody knows that. Yes. But that city, so inspiring, man. Oh.
And speaking of Bronx, when we have talked, it's been through Infernal.
Right.
And we're, obviously not ourselves.
Right.
And so when I hear you speak, it's very, it's very calm. It's very, okay, I'm getting in the moment. I'm about to do it.
Right.
But then I see you on stage, especially when you do improv and your accent comes out.
Right.
I'm like, wait, which one is real? I can't tell. Like, I know it's real, but I don't know. I've never heard it to the fullest of its extent before.
Right.
And so when I do hear it on stage, it like completely
throws you off.
It does, but in such a good way. It's so good.
So they are both me.
Yes.
Because now I say I have 2 homes.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but definitely if I was in New York on the East Coast, I am definitely East Coast. But it's funny, too, because people who are still in the East Coast and who haven't left and who know or who do not know me, actually, they will ask me, so where are you from? And I'll say, oh, I'm from here. They go, nah, no, you're not.
No,
I go, no, I am. They go, no. I go, I'm from the Bronx. They go, oh, girl, please, you know? So the accent's a little refined, but it comes back. And if I'm talking to one of my best friends, totally comes out. And then here, I think when we don't hear it, or when we just hear a little bit of it, I don't know. I know it's still there. It's because I am thinking before I'm actually speaking, because I don't even talk at this pace normally. No, I don't want any coffee right now. I'm tired. So
freaking tired over here.
I'm fucking tired. Leave me the fuck alone.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
I would say that sounds pretty accurate.
Well, that's funny. But I'm not even conscious of that. So I don't even.
Interesting.
I don't even think I have I don't think I have a heavy enough New York accent when I'm there. Ready at class? He would tell me, bring your New York accent out. Bring it. You're from the Bronx. You're Puerto Rican. Bring it. You know. Sometimes I think I don't bring it enough. There's so much more of it, really. In terms of, like, I know what I love about acting, but is there something that you like least about it? Like, what's one thing that, I want to deal with this right now?
Because this industry is such a community, and really taking it into heart and remembering to appreciate being there. Just when there are people around that don't take it as seriously, which is one thing I love about Infernal, because everyone is there to work. But there have been some projects for sure that I've been on that maybe it's not taken as seriously, or maybe they're just doing it for the fame, you know, for the fame, the money.
Yeah.
Things that aren't your goals, per se.
Right.
Whether they're the opposite or whatever their mindset is for that. Yeah, I think surrounding yourself with people that truly care about it and want to do it. And then when you're around people that aren't like that, it just kind of throws you off.
It does take something away from the experience.
Yeah, and learning to read the room, noticing when people need to be left alone, when they need someone.
Yeah, right. What has been some of the best advice?
I watched an interview recently with Jacob Elordi from filming Frankenstein.
Yeah.
He never really left the set. He always stayed off in the corner, was like the furthest he would go.
Right.
But he said that it was like being trapped in complete freedom. And when I think about acting, I think of freedom.
Right.
And so even if there are times or days or moments where it seems like things aren't picking up or the energy level has gone down a little bit, just realizing why I'm there.
Exactly, yes.
And I'm choosing to be here.
That's right. Yeah.
So just trying to make it all worth it.
Right.
Really.
Yeah. That's right. Always with every opportunity in life.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true.
Moments like these, they really are so rare. I think this industry is just something so special. I mean, there's nothing else like it. And of course, it has all of its cons, all the negative side effects of the industry, the business, the people and stuff. But
right. How do you balance everything with work and what you're doing and this? And is it flexible, your job?
Medications. I'm just kidding.
As long as it's controlled prescription medication, it's all good.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I work at the Mesa Community College Theater. I'm a Nance, which is like a theater assistant, production manager kind of thing.
Love it.
And then I also work at a veterinarian clinic.
Oh.
As a vet tech assistant.
See, there's your heart. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was a waitress for 5 years, and I was like, okay, well, what can I do now that doesn't involve people?
Right.
Yeah, I'm a huge dog person. Definitely miss like the hustle and bustle of waitressing. That was a good flexible job as well.
Yeah.
But I think just making sure I have a job that has that stuff that allows me to work outside of it. Actually using a calendar has been very nice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's helpful.
It puts things into perspective for sure.
If you could describe Infernal with a sound, a color, and a scent.
Ooh, sound. Something bassy, something deep. heavy drums. I feel like the intensity of it kind of represents the film well.
Right.
Maybe red.
Mm.
Because it burns with a fiery passion.
That's right. One more time.
Fiery passion. I'm mixed on a couple of scents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking dirt or wood.
Mm-hmm.
Iron, like a metal smell.
Yeah.
Because of all the armor and stuff.
Right.
Very earthy, for sure.
Yeah. Did you learn anything about yourself doing that?
Definitely gotten more comfortable with just trusting myself and trusting my instincts and my gut reactions to things. Realizing, you know, once you've done the homework for this character, you know who this person is, you've walked into their shoes, you've tied them, they're on, you're done.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, fly, little birdie.
That's right, yeah.
Fly away.
That's it.
It's just the
Fly
whole,
high.
I mean, everything changes, your perspective changes. It's more open and, you know, part of life. And through Carrie's teachings, you know, he talks about Stella Adler and shows videos here and there and little clips and stuff and saying like, you haven't lived. You haven't lived yet. You haven't experienced this. So how could you possibly know how to react in this type of situation? But with fantasy and those made up stories, it's like you just get to make it all up on your own.
Yeah.
There's
you know,
so much play involved.
Yeah. It's and I don't say for any other reason because I don't want to take anything away from the time that I had on set with it. But I when I say that the short role the small role that I had, but a great role that I had.
Yes, fantastic.
Oh, I loved that role, but that shit scared the shit out of me because I know nothing about that time period. And again, I go back to trying to refrain from saying, you know, as old as I am. So I like to say now, for as many days as I have lived, right, you become more distant from it, you know? And so the more distant you become, the more scarier it is. Because first, I think, well, shit, if you lived enough days in this life, you should have really known a little bit more about it, Lisa. You know, but you don't. I didn't, you know?
Yeah.
And so I thought, speaking of accents, so funny. I've texted Mark with my audition before I sent it in. I'm like, how's this sound? So I'm doing it with my so-called British accent, you know? But you would have thought I was the queen or something the way I was doing it, you know?
Queen energy.
Yes. Oh, my God. It was so huge. It was so big. As we come to a close, did you have a good time, first of all?
Oh, my gosh. No.
Yeah?
I had a great time.
Yay.
Oh.
Yay. I loved it. I love you. I loved you being here. Again, thank you so much for saying yes and sitting across from me and talking. And there's so much more to say, of course, you know?
Yes,
so
always
much
and
more.
forever.
Always and forever.
It's definitely a lifelong journey for sure. And I just feel so lucky to be a part of it and to just, it's only up from here.
That's right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's so great.
Aw, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God.
Oh, this is taking me back.
Oh.
I can't say. I can't say.
I love it. I love it.